I'm Edie Hand, founder of Women of True Grit. I like to tell stories about women that have been through hard things and how they turn them into beautiful situations. Well, I'm here at Ivy Green today in Tuscumbia, Alabama, and Helen Keller and Annie Sullivan certainly knew how to do just that. The executive director here is Sue Pilkilton, and she has an amazing story to tell of her own, so take a listen.
I was studying Helen Keller in school, the miracle worker, right up the street at Desher High School. I fell in love with the story, and I never thought that I would visit the home because, you know, so many local people take it for granted. I asked my mom and dad if I could go up after church on a Sunday afternoon. And to be honest, it was the most uplifting spiritual event I'd ever been through. I fell in love with Helen Keller's birthplace at age 14, and I've been here almost 55 years. My children, of course, grew up here with me because I was allowed to be a working mom when I took on this position. When they offered me the job, I said, I just don't know, because Kelly is going into first grade, and I really don't want to miss anything. And I never will forget the board chairman said, we don't expect you to miss anything of your children. So they grew up being in the Miracle Worker play. They have sacrificed a lot because I'm on call 24 hours a day. And in the summer, I'm here on Friday and Saturday nights till 11:30, 12 o'clock. You know, this is a stressful job. You know, we are a 501c3. We have to rely on people to come through our doors. There's a lot of time there's stress and concern. I'll just go out and I'll walk on the grounds, but you know, I always find myself back at that black pump where she learned the first word water. That's when the breakthrough came, and she learned over 30 words that day. It was like the key that opened her brain. She never stopped learning after that. That's sort of like the symbol that everything is going to be okay. I've learned determination, and I've learned a lot of grit through this thing. Being the executive director, I've learned that we all have to work together. You know, we not only promote the birthplace of Helen Keller, we promote the whole area, the whole state. And that's important because Alabama has so much to offer. But the Shoals area, we're truly blessed. We had all 50 states and 33 foreign countries to walk through our doors last year. We do have a lot of visitors and a lot of celebrities. I have two that really has impacted my life, I guess. First, Patty Duke. We were walking up the walkway, and all of a sudden I felt someone take my hand, and I looked down, tears was flowing out of her eyes, and she said, finally my spirit has come home. She said, I owe my acting career to Helen Keller. So she became our spokesperson for the foundation until her death. And then a few years ago, I was in my office, and my hostess, she buzzed and she said, hey, Steven Tyler is on his way out. So I look out, and I guess I hollered. I didn't mean to. I wanted to be professional, but it caught me off guard to see him. I finally got my composure, and I tried to be professional. So I walk out, and I said, hello. I'm Sue Pilkilton, the executive director of the home. So glad you're here today. And he said, he put his arm around me. He said, baby, I heard you scream. And I said, nothing like a redneck, welcome to the South. Well, that really made him laugh. And we just, I mean, it was just wonderful. It was truly a blessing to have him because he knew so much about Helen Keller. So he was truly, besides Patty Duke, the most wonderful celebrity we ever had. The main tool is to love what you're doing. You've got to love it. You've got to be dedicated. You've got to understand there's bumps in the road. You have to trust, and you have to be very secure in what you're doing. And I think a lot of times in life, when you have hard times, you have to be truly someone with a lot of gut and a lot of grit. I'm Sue Pilkilton, and I am truly a woman of true grit.
For more inspiring stories like this, visit ediehand.com.